Freedom is not free. As Americans, are we really free? Although Americans are born free, the freedom we enjoy really is not free, nor is it cheap. As America's third president, Thomas Jefferson, so aptly said, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Let me give you an illustration. The magnificent system that has previously been enjoyed by us Americans is that we are born as free citizens and we are protected. Our freedom is protected by parents and family, friends and neighbors, by other folks who are willing to pay the price for us, so long as we are young, uneducated, and inexperienced. Once we come of age, however, we must do our share of guard duty. We must assume the post. We must stand watch. We must do these things for the protection of our freedom and for that of our children. The price of freedom is indeed eternal vigilance. The facts of American history bear out the truth of President Jefferson's statement. Our Declaration of Independence declared us to be free from the British Crown. And the king promptly sent his army to deny us that freedom. You know the story, the Revolutionary War. Our freedom was declared and our ruling government attacked it. Again, nearly 100 years later, on an individual basis, one at a time, 11 of our sovereign states declared their freedom by seceding from the Union. The government under Abraham Lincoln then sent the army to deny the people's freedom. Let's use some common sense and examine those situations for a moment and the result that they bring about. While slaves are a liability to any society, free people are the most creative, productive, and cost-efficient. Therefore, free people create the greatest benefit for the entire society. Typically, slaves create nothing, and the abuse that slavery represents is a blight on society. The slave's lack of freedom creates a drag on society's prosperity. In spite of this, most governments run by highfalutin, highly educated people tend to enslave their people, including ours. Just remember that twice in American history, freedom has been declared, and twice in American history, the ruling government has attacked the brave people who claim their God-given right to life, liberty, and self-determination. Have you noticed that Barack Obama shared many political similarities with Abraham Lincoln, including a very skewed view of the Constitution? My careful and objective review of history reveals that, just like Obama, Lincoln abided by the Constitution when it suited his purpose and chose to ignore it when it didn't. I wonder whose purpose these guys serve. If our vigilance does not cause freedom to prevail in America, please understand that your livelihood, your leisure time, and your entire way of life will most likely be taken from you soon. My research has clearly shown a great failing in America. This has been America's great failing in the last 100 years. Her citizens, for the most part, have failed to prioritize the vigilance necessary to ensure their freedom. This should be the highest priority of every citizen, save the worship of God and the maintenance of family. Let us remember those noble American priorities. God, worship in freedom, when and where you choose. Family, maintain your family's physical and spiritual security in freedom. Nurture your children without government interference. Country, be continually vigilant and zealous to support and maintain your freedom. Your freedom to enjoy God, family, and the freedom of others to do the same. The enjoyment of our comforts and our pleasures does not mean we are free. Ironically, the comforts and pleasures that we enjoy are made possible by discomfort. Let me explain. By toil and sweat, food, shelter, and clothing are obtained for our comfort. The comfort of success is obtained by challenge and perseverance. And by the giving of ourselves to its cause, freedom is maintained. Our government has fed us false promises of a life of pure pleasure if we work. Our work ethic has been designed to consume, unnecessarily consume, most of our time and energy. Government then takes